Welcome back. Even if you do not ride public transportation, your tax dollars help pay for it. And that's why promises were made to do better after the embattled CEO resigned under a cloud of darkness over lavish spending.
But as I-Team investigator Adam Walser uncovers, that former CEO was not the only executive charging you for a high roller's lifestyle.
Would you be able to work without HART?
No.
Hillsborough Area Regional Transit, or HART buses, haul thousands of passengers a day to their most important destinations.
If a bus doesn't come at the right time, I don't make it to my doctor's appointment.
But even if you don't ride, taxpayers fork over nearly $100 million a year to HART.
The current state of HART is strong.
That's former CEO Ben Limmer before he resigned following an investigation completed in February that cost taxpayers $100,000.
I wanted to stand up and personally stress to each and every one of you how deeply apologetic I am over all of these transgressions.
Those transgressions included giving a contractor an unfair advantage by allowing the firm to write its own $3 million contract and charging taxpayers thousands of dollars for meals and hotel stays. But even before Limmer's departure, HART had been in the news for the wrong reasons. A driver was murdered on the job last May. Others seriously injured.
Your new at 11, attacked on the job. A HART bus driver is in the hospital after a passenger slashes him with a box cutter.
Low ridership resulted in route cuts and delays. And as Hillsborough County grew by more than 100,000 people, HART lost 3 million riders a year.
Mr. Limmer, welcome aboard. We're glad to have you here.
Limmer was brought in to turn it all around. He was paid $210,000 a year. On top of that, he dined at some of Tampa Bay's most elite restaurants while taxpayers picked up the tab. We showed those charges and menus from those restaurants to riders.
126 one day, 41 the next.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
What's that?
Atlantic salmon, chicken piccata.
In just 7 months on the job, Limmer charged meals at Cooper's Hawk, the Steelbach in Armature Works, Carne Chop House, the Capitol Grill, and Malio's.
It's wrong to do this and use taxpayers' money to do this kind of thing.
But that wasn't all investigators found. Limmer racked up an $1,100 bill at Tampa Marriott Waterside during a conference.
And he lives in Tampa.
You've got to be kidding me.
Nope.
That's insane.
But it wasn't just Limmer charging big bucks on HART's credit cards. The I-Team uncovered other HART executives racking up expenses for overseas trips and restaurant meals. Credit card records show these executives spent $500,000 on food and travel in 5 years, flying to Paris, Toronto, Seattle, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, and New York. The I-Team asked HART for detailed expense records, and we're still waiting for answers. Among the hotels where they stayed, the Ritz-Carlton, the Four Seasons, and the Waldorf hotels.
How much did you think you paid HART?
I didn't think I paid anything.
Fares cover just 11% of HART's operations. Your federal, state, and local taxes make up most of the rest. Retired teacher Chris Hickman sees the need for public transportation, but doesn't believe in waste.
We could have used that in the schools insteed of paying somebody to go out to lunch or dinner or whatever.
Did they give you a P card you could use at the chop house of the school district?
No free lunches.
HART's interim CEO Carolyn House Stewart refused our interview request to talk about the spending. So did HART board chairman Les Miller, who said he was too busy to talk.
Adam Walser.
Hello, Mr. Chairman and board.
So I shared our findings with the full board.
And we found a pattern of executives going and staying at lots of fancy hotels where some of the room nights were about $600 each.
But the board did not respond.
Thank you so much.
We're going to move now to welcome our newest member to the board.
Eventually, our crew caught up with Miller as he was leaving the meeting.
Can we get you in the elevator? No, sir. I don't have time, okay? Okay. No, I don't have time. Yeah.
Well, I think we have to ask the question, sir.
I don't have to answer it.
During an elevator ride, Miller finally offered a few words.
What would you say to the taxpayers? Should they be confident in HART going forward?
HART's in the right direction. We have an interim CEO who's doing a fantastic job, and that's basically all we have to say.
Do you think they should look back at all the travel policies and people going to all these
But right now, we're doing the right thing and moving in the right direction.
4 days after that meeting, a HART spokesperson emailed us a statement saying its employees regularly attend trainings and added the agency is now reviewing its credit card policy. I'm I-Team investigator Adam Walser taking action for you.